Coach Christy here, bringing you the whiteboard session for today, Thursday, May 14th, 2020. No strength component to today's workout. It's just a longer aerobic piece. All right, and the workout is here up on the board. So you're gonna have three different sections to today's work. Not needing any dumbbells, just a box for your burpee box jump overs or something to jump up on and jump up over if you have that. And also just an ab mat setup for the sit-ups. So thinking about the way this is going to work, you're going to work for a little bit. You're going to have a 2-minute rest between each of these sections. All right, and it's going to start off with a 200-meter run, going into 20 sit-ups, coming back out on a 400-meter run, and then ending on 10 burpee box jump overs. All right, you're going to get a 2-minute rest, and then you're going to have this second part, which is almost double the work of the first section. So it's 40 sit-ups into an 800-meter run and then finishing with 20 burpee box jump overs. Again, you get a 2-minute rest, and then the final piece is just the same thing as the first one, except opposite. So starting with the burpee box jump overs, going into a 400-meter run, into the 20 sit-ups, and then ending on the 200-meter run. All right, so trying to keep all this in your head is probably not a good idea. I would suggest writing it down and then just focusing on one part before you go on to the next one, right? So do the first part, in the rest, get it in your head what you're doing, come back, rest, and then you're gonna finish off with the last one. Approaching this though, I would say, figure out your time when you finish, right? So when you finish that, jot that down, and then once you get into the second part, know that that's going to be about double the amount of work. Well, it is about double the amount of work, except for a 200-meter run. So it's going to take you almost twice as long, probably, to get through this second part. So just have know that going into it. Then when you get into the last one, after that second 2-minute rest, try to beat this time, either meet or beat this time, right? So the hardest part of this is the burpee box jump overs, but you're going to be going into it relatively fresh. It's the first movement of the last piece. So try to attack that, and then finish off with the run, the sit-ups, and the run. All right, so the movements for these, sit-ups, make sure that your hips or your shoulders are coming over in front of your hips on each one of the sit-ups, hands come in front and hands coming back. The running, pretty self-explanatory. Find a good pace for you, and on that last one, anytime you're ending in a run, really push that run, all right? Try to get that as a sprint at the end of that. And then the burpee box jump overs. So I've got a couple demos to show you two different ways of doing the burpee box jump overs. So a lot of times you'll see this first video where I'm coming down chest to deck, and then I'm jumping up just like I would in a normal burpee, where you would jump up and extend your arms overhead. But then I have to take an additional step to the box. So step, then jump over, and then go back down into the second one. So it's a little bit slower with that additional step up to the box. So in this second video, you'll notice that I come down to the ground. All right, when I come back up, I bring one leg forward, step up with the other leg, and go right into the jump. So it's a little bit more of an efficient movement doing it that way, something to try out. And along with that, each time, instead of coming up every time, so whatever your dominant leg is, always coming up with your right leg first, try to switch that. So each time you go over the box, you're gonna come up with your right leg one time, come up with your left leg the next time, so you're evening that out. I don't know if you remember, if you've done some of those burpee over the barbell workouts in the open, where there's so many reps. And you get tired, right, if you're consistently and continuously going forward on one leg the whole time. So if you can get in the habit of coming up with one, bringing your other one forward, immediately going into that jump, it's just a more efficient movement and a more equal distribution of the work with your body. So something to think about. Definitely practice, if that's not something that you normally do, take the time to practice that movement before jumping into the workout. Kind of get comfortable with it. And see how that goes. All right, so this is your workout for today. Hope you enjoy it. Get out in the sun. Maybe you can do this outside. Oh, you're going to do it outside because you're going to be running, right? Obviously. Enjoy the weather. Hope to see you soon.